Hello friends, welcome to my next video of chapter 2 accounts of not-for-profit concern. Students, in today's sum we are going to do same way income and expenditure account and balance sheet, but for solving a sum you are given a balance sheet. Opening balance sheet is given to you, receipts and payment account is given to you, along with some adjustments are given to you. So first we will just tick mark all the adjustments so that we can leave the space accordingly. The first one, machinery. Machinery is an asset. Outstanding subscription. It means last year 8,000 rupees subscription amount is outstanding. So by default we have to understand that last year's subscription might have received this year. So what you will do, across subscription you will tick mark. Next we have here insurance premium. Insurance premium is an asset. Last year you might have paid it is given in asset. It is given in asset prepaid insurance premium. So insurance premium is paid in advance, was paid in advance in the last year. Insurance premium was paid in advance in the last year. It means this is the insurance premium of the current year, because this was prepaid in the previous year. See, this is the balance sheet of last year. It is shown that the insurance premium is prepaid in the last year. If it is prepaid, that means it is paid for the current year. So it is having an adjustment. So put tick mark across insurance premium. Then you have a furniture. Furniture, you can see here also furniture is there. So tick mark furniture. Then cash in hand. It is the opening balance of cash in hand, which we will not take. Then outstanding lockers rent. Outstanding locker rent means the rent of the locker was outstanding. So lockers rent is outstanding. So tick mark locker rent also over here. Then we come to the liability side. On the liability side we have capital fund, bank overdraft. You can see bank overdraft. On the payment side is also shown bank overdraft. So there was a liability of 38,000. That is, bank overdraft is a liability which is of 38,000, and here also 38,000 is paid. It means this 38,000 is paid. So tick mark across bank overdraft. Outstanding salary. Outstanding salary. Salary is outstanding. So tick mark across salary. Tick mark across salary. Now we have adjustments. Subscription received includes 3,000 for the year 2018 and 19. 18 and 19 is the previous year. So subscription received includes 3,000 for 18-19. and outstanding subscription for 19-20 was 14,000. So subscription is having an adjustment. On 31st March 2020, prepaid insurance was rupees 2,500. So this is the current year's prepaid insurance. So tick mark insurance premium. Then you have depreciate furniture by 3,000. Depreciate furniture by 3,000. Then locker rent outstanding for 2019-20, that is current year, is rupees 400. So locker rent you have an adjustments. So now we will do the posting, and whichever adjustment is coming, that we will do accordingly. So first we have in the assets we have machinery. Machinery we will write in balance sheet asset side. Machinery, no adjustment, so put in the outer column. Then we have an outstanding subscription. You have an outstanding subscription. So subscription we will do when the subscription amount comes. Then so that what we can do, we'll just finish the subscription part. So subscription you see here, it's an income of 1,05,000. So right here in the income side by subscription 1,05,000. Now what is the adjustment over here? See the adjustment. Subscription received includes rupees 3000 for 1819. 1819 means previous year. It includes 3000 rupees of previous year. So if it of previous year, it is not of current year, it is of previous year. Subscription received includes rupees 3000 for 2018-19. That means it is a subscription amount of previous year. So what you will do, you will subtract from here outstanding subscription of 1819. Outstanding subscription of 1819, which is 3000. We are subtracting because it is not the income of current year, it is the income of previous year. Okay, but if you see in the last year asset side, the last year pending amount was 8000. Last year the outstanding subscription amount was 8000, but how much did we receive? We received only 3000. It means out of 8000 you received 3000. It means 5000 is still outstanding of the previous year. So still outstanding of previous year, that means it is a asset outstanding subscription. Outstanding subscription of 1819. It is 5000 rupees. How we got 5000? 8000 minus received amount 2000. So 5000 is still pending in the outer column. Same way, in adjustment you have outstanding subscription for rupees 1920. That is for the current year. The outstanding amount is 14,000. For the current year, the outstanding amount is 14,000. So what you will do? This is of current year. You will add outstanding subscription of 1920. That is 14,000. You add up it 1,16,000. This is an income which is outstanding. This is an income which is outstanding, which is our assets. So in the assets you write outstanding subscription. Outstanding subscription of 1920. The amount is 14,000. Clear? The subscription adjustment is clear. We have received the subscription amount of last year was 8000. Out of that we have received only 3000. It means 5000 is still pending, still outstanding. So I have wrote it in the balance sheet asset side. Similar way, current year outstanding subscription. Current year outstanding subscription is for 14,000. So that first effect you will be adding to the subscription. Second effect you will write in balance sheet asset side 14,000. Then we proceed to the next element, that is prepaid insurance premium. So we will write first insurance premium. Insurance premium over here is 11,000. So right here it is a payment side. So we write here 2 insurance premium, which is 11,000. And what is given here? Prepaid insurance. Last year there was a prepaid insurance. प्रीपेड इंश्योरेंस लास्ट ईयर, इसका मतलब वो ये साल का इंश्योरेंस आपने गया साल में भरा था. दैट मीन्स वो एक्सपेंस कभी का है? वो करंट ईयर का है. इसलिए आप उसे ऐड करोगे. ऐड एक्सपेंस पेड इन एडवांस, which is 2000. Understood? So this prepaid insurance premium is 2000. This is prepaid, that is it is prepaid and it is paid in the last year. If it is paid in the last year, that means it is an expense of the current year. So you have to add in the expense, add expense paid in advance 2000, so which will come to 13,000. Now then here you can see an adjustment on 31st March 2020 prepaid insurance premium. This is current year prepaid. That means this year also you have paid some insurance amount in advance. This year also you have paid some insurance amount in advance, which is 2,500. That you will add here, so that you will less here. Prepaid is deducted. So less prepaid, which is 2500. So on subtracting it, you will be getting 10,500. 10,500. Second effect you will show in balance sheet asset side, prepaid. You will show prepaid insurance premium, which is 2,500. Prepaid insurance premium, which is 2,500. Then we have the next element, furniture. Furniture is an asset. Furniture is an asset. So furniture is this is the opening balance of furniture. So we write in asset side furniture, which is 15,000. Again, this year you have shown on payment side furniture, that means we have purchased a furniture costing rupees 30,000. This is the furniture what you have purchased this year. So you will add here new purchase, two new purchase, 30,000. So 15,000 plus 30,000 will give you 45,000. 15,000 plus 30,000 will give 45,000. Now see the adjustment over here is depreciate furniture by rupees 3,000. You have to charge depreciation. Depreciation, first effect less depreciation 3,000, which will give you 42,000. The second effect of it, the second effect of it, we write in income and expenditure account debit side to depreciation on furniture, which is 3,000. To depreciation on furniture rupees 3,000. Then we have next element, cash in hand. Cash in hand, it is shown in the balance sheet asset side, which is of last year, that we will not take. Then you have outstanding lockers rent. So outstanding lockers rent, you can see in the income side you have a locker rent. Locker rent, it's an income. It's an income. Lockers rent, it's an income, 1,500. Now what is the adjustment over here? See, outstanding lockers rent 500. See, it means what? Last year there was some lockers rent outstanding. Lockers rent of rupees last year there was a pending amount, there is an outstanding amount of rupees 500. So it is understood that it might be received this year. So in lockers rent, so 1,500 out of this 500 rupees is of the last year which you have received this year. So less outstanding received of 500. So 1,500 minus 500 will give 1,000 rupees. Now adjustment of it is lockers rent outstanding for 1920 is rupees 400. This is current year outstanding. So we add here, add outstanding of 1920, which is 400. So 1,000 plus 400 will give 1,400. The second effect of it, it is an income which is outstanding. Income which is outstanding. So we write in balance sheet asset side outstanding locker rent. Outstanding locker rent, which is 400. Okay. Then we have the next, we'll go for liabilities. In the liabilities we have first element as capital fund. Capital fund we will write in liability side in the inner column 64,500. Then we have a bank overdraft. You can see bank overdraft. You have here also by balance brought down bank overdraft 38,000. That means you made a payment of 38,000. So that means you had a bank overdraft. You can write this way, bank overdraft which was 38,000, and you have paid this year, you have paid it. So less paid 38,000, it will come outside nil. 38,000 minus paid amount 38,000, outer column will be nil. Then you have outstanding salary. Outstanding salary is rupees 4,000. So your salary amount, you can see your salary, which is 17,500. Salary 17,500 is an expense. So we write here to salary, which is 17,500. From this last year there was an outstanding salary of rupees 4,000. Last year there was an outstanding salary of rupees 4,000. It means by default this year you might have received. So you will subtract here less outstanding of previous year, which is 4,000. So 17,500 minus 4,000 will come to 13,500. 17,500 minus 4,000 will give you 13,500. Then we have completed balance sheet. Now we'll go for receipts and payment account. So first one is to balance brought down, which you will not take because it is an opening balance of cash in hand, which we will not take. Then you have a subscription that we have done. Then we have entrance fees. In the bracket it is given as capitalized, so we directly write in the capital fund. Add entrance fees. Which is 9,300. So on adding this 008 73,800. Then you have locker rent. Again locker rent we have completed. Then we have donation. Donation is capitalized, so directly add in the capital fund. Donation, it is capitalized, so 800. So 74,600. Then on the credit side you have buy balance brought down, it is overdraft we have done, salary we have done, insurance premium we have done, interest is an expense, so to interest, which is 1,400. Then to refreshment expenses, 4,200. Then furniture we have done already. Then buy balance carried down, cash in hand, cash at bank. It is a closing balance of cash in hand, cash at bank. We write in balance sheet asset side cash in hand, which is 6,500, cash at bank, which is 20,000. So with this our posting gets over. Now we'll do the totaling. So first you will add the debit side. On adding the debit side, there is 10,500 plus 3, 14,500. You can add 500, 5, 10, 14, 16, 1 carry, 4, 3, 7, 8, 12, 2 plus 1, 3. This is debit side. Total comes to 32,600. 32,600. And the credit side total, it comes to 1,400. 6 plus 1, 7. 1,17,400. On subtracting it, $84,800, that is the right answer. So on adding this, so on the debit side total comes to 32,600, credit side total comes to 1,17,400. So write the amount 1,17,400 on both the sides. So write the amount on both the side. 1,17,400. Write on both the side. So on totaling you will be getting, on credit side you have a total of 1,17,400 and total of debit side comes to 32,600. So on subtracting it you will be getting 84,800. Credit side is heavier than debit side, so thus it is surplus. We write here excess of income over expenses, which is called surplus, 84,800. Now this 84,800 you will add in the capital fund. We write here surplus, which is 84,800, $1,59,400. The total of liability is 1,59,400. Your assets 5, 10, 400, and carry 10, 15, 19, 21, 23, 29, 2, 8, 9, 10, 13, 15. Exact answer 1,59,400. Okay, so with this sum gets over. Okay students, now the next sum for the day. Again we are solving the same sum, chapter number 2. But in this sum, the new thing what we are learning is capital fund is not given to you. Now when the capital fund is not given to you, usually capital fund is given in the balance sheet if opening balance sheet is given to you, or it is given in the adjustment. But if you see anywhere in this adjustment, there is no capital fund given to you. So it means it is a type of sum where we have to calculate the capital fund. So how we are going to calculate the capital fund? So for calculating the capital fund, we have to prepare a balance sheet as on 31st March 2004. It is a opening balance sheet. This is a opening balance sheet we have to make. This balance sheet we have making it to find out the capital fund. Okay. So as usual we have income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2005 and balance sheet as on 31st March 2005, and opening balance sheet you are making balance sheet as on 31st March 2004. Okay. Now we will start solving. First we will tick mark all the adjustments. So the additional information, you can see the assets on 1/4 it's the opening balance sheet, right? The information you got it from opening balance sheet: land, building, playground, furniture, sports material and investment. Same thing will be carried forward in the closing balance sheet also. As assets we carry forward as it is. Whatever is there in the opening balance sheet, same assets, liabilities. If it is not paid, it will be specified in the balance sheet asset side. Then we have a subscription received, includes rupees 300 for 2003 and 4. 2003 and 4, that is in previous year, and 800 for 2005-2006. Means current year, the current year what you have received, the subscription amount, in that two things are there. One is of previous year and one is of next year. So you will put tick mark across subscription, 2 tick mark across subscription, Then we have a subscription outstanding for the year 2004-2005 where rupees 2,500. Now this is a subscription which is outstanding for the current year. So tick mark subscription. Then half donation and full amount of entrance fees are to be capitalized. Half donations and full amount of entrance fees are to be capitalized. So donation and entrance fees having an adjustment. Then outstanding expenses, salaries, printing and prepaid insurance. So salaries, tick mark salaries, printing and insurance. Then you have depreciate land and building. So land and building, there is a depreciation. Furniture, you have a depreciation. Then you have a sports material, you are having sports material. Okay, depreciation to be calculated on the opening balance. Okay, now we will start solving the sum. So first, sports material. So sports material, you can see it is given here also in the adjustment. You have a sports material. So first, sports material, opening sports material, we have to write opening sports material. So opening sports material, sports opening, ये opening stock है. Opening sports material is 22,000. You have two adjustments. So this opening है, ये opening बैलेंस शीट से आया है. तो opening बैलेंस शीट से आया है तो आपका opening बैलेंस शीट में भी ये दिखेगा sports material 22,000 ओपनिंग. ठीक है. अब नेक्स्ट, अब पेमेंट में क्या दिया, बाय स्पोर्ट्स मटेरियल. सो बाय स्पोर्ट्स मटेरियल ये साल आपने परचेस किया है तो ये साल परचेस किया है तो सिर्फ ये साल के बैलेंस शीट में आएगा परचेस. ऐड करो परचेस, ऐड करो परचेस 16,000. So 22,000 plus 16,000 you will get 38,000. 22,000 plus 16,000 you will get 38,000. उसके ऊपर एडजस्टमेंट है स्पोर्ट्स मटेरियल बाय डेप्रिशिएट करना अपने को. डेप्रिसिएशन है 12.5% है तो लेस डेप्रिसिएशन कीजिए. 12.5 मतलब 12.5%. 12.5 मतलब 12.5%. अब हम इसका कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हो जैसा आपका ओपनिंग में निकाला बराबर 22,000 है तो 22,000 पे 12.5%. सो 22,000 इंटू 12.5%. सो 22 इंटू 12.5. 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4 5, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4 5, 2 1s are 2, 0 5 7 2. So it comes to 2750. 2750. So it's a depreciation 2750. 2750. Subtract it. It comes to 35,280. 35,280. डेप्रिसिएशन का सेकेंड इफेक्ट आएगा प्रॉफिट एंड इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में आ जाएगा. टू डेप्रिसिएशन अंडरलाइन करो. स्पोर्ट्स मटेरियल पे है विच इज 2750. सो आपने देखा सब स्पोर्ट्स मटेरियल हमने क्या किया, सबसे पहले हमने जूना बैलेंस लिखा, फिर आपने जो ये साल आपने परचेज किया उसको लिखा, फिर जो अमाउंट आपको डेप्रिसिएशन करना है. बट यहाँ पे क्लियरली बोला है डेप्रिसिएशन टू बी कैलकुलेटेड ऑन ओपनिंग बैलेंस. तो ओपनिंग बैलेंस पे आपको कैलकुलेट करना है. सो आप ओपनिंग बैलेंस आपका 22,000 है. 22,000 पे आप निकालो 12.5%, जो कि ये कैलकुलेशन था। 22,000 पे 12.5%, 2 0 गेट कैंसल। 220 इंटू 12.5, सो 220 is 22 into 12.25 is at 10, 2 to the 4, 5, 2 is at 2, 2 is at 10, 2 to the 4, 5, 2 is at 0, 5, 7, 2750. This is a depreciation amount. Okay, so second effect we wrote in income and expenditure account debit side to depreciation on sports material 2750. Then we have insurance. We have insurance. Insurance is an expense. So insurance is an expense. So we write here to insurance, which is 500. उसके ऊपर एडजस्टमेंट क्या दिया देखो, इंश्योरेंस पे एडजस्टमेंट क्या दिया है यहाँ देखो, प्रीपेड इंश्योरेंस 200। इंश्योरेंस प्रीपेड है तो हम प्रीपेड क्या करते हैं, माइनस करते हैं, वी सबट्रैक्ट प्रीपेड 200, 500 minus 200 will give you 300. Second effect, we will write in balance sheet asset side. Prepaid, we write in balance sheet asset side. Prepaid insurance, which is 200. Prepaid insurance, which is 200. Then you have next item, you have furniture. फर्नीचर आपका इधर भी दिया, नीचे भी दिया। ये आपका ओपनिंग फर्नीचर है, ये आपने ये साल परचेज किया है। सो ये आपका फर्नीचर जो 10,000, ये आपका ओपनिंग है। तो ओपनिंग फर्नीचर विच इज 10,000 रुपीज़, ये ओपनिंग है। तो ओपनिंग है तो ओपनिंग बैलेंस शीट में भी आएगा, ओपनिंग बैलेंस शीट में भी आएगा, ओपनिंग बैलेंस शीट में भी आएगा 10,000। फिर ये बाय फर्नीचर दिया 2009, मतलब ये आपने अभी परचेज किया है, दिस ईयर यू हैव परचेज, तो आपने एडिशन परचेज किया है। सो वी राइट हियर एंड परचेज, आपने अभी परचेज किया फर्नीचर। कितना है फर्नीचर, 2,900। 10,000 प्लस 2,900 विल गिव यू 12,900। उसके ऊपर एडजस्टमेंट है, डेप्रीशिएट लैंड बिल्डिंग फर्नीचर बाय 7.5%। सो डेप्रीसिएशन करना है 7.5 मतलब 7.5% ऑन द ओपनिंग बैलेंस। सो 10,000 इंटू 7.5%, तो कितना आएगा 7.5, इट कम्स टू 750 रुपीज, इट कम्स टू 750 रुपीज डेप्रीसिएशन। लेस करो 750, इट कम्स टू 12,150, 12,900 माइनस 750, 12,150। इसका सेकेंड इफेक्ट आएगा एक्सपेंस में, फर्नीचर डेप्रीसिएशन 750। देन यू हैव इन्वेस्टमेंट, यू हैव इन्वेस्टमेंट, आपको इन्वेस्टमेंट ओपनिंग में भी दिया है, तो पहले आप लिखो इन्वेस्टमेंट ओपनिंग का लिखो आप। इन्वेस्टमेंट ओपनिंग है 8,000, ये ओपनिंग है तो ये आपका ओपनिंग बैलेंस शीट में भी आएगा, ओपनिंग है तो ये आपका ओपनिंग बैलेंस शीट में भी आएगा 8,000। उसके बाद आपका यहाँ पर दिया है इन्वेस्टमेंट, आपने ये साल में परचेज किया, दिस इज अ परचेज ऑफ द करंट ईयर, परचेज ऑफ द करंट ईयर। So we write here addition, purchase of the current year 5,000, 8,000 plus 5,000 you will get 13,000, 8,000 plus 5,000 you will get 13,000. Then you have playground expenses, it's an expense, playground expense, it is an expenses, playground expenses 1,700, it's an expenses. Then you have salaries, again it is an expenses, salaries. So we have expenses to salaries 3,200 in the inner column. There is an adjustment, outstanding expenses, salary rupees 400, it is outstanding 400. So you add here add outstanding 400. So 3200 plus 400, it comes to 3600. It is outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses will have two effects. First effect, you add to the expenses. Second effect, in the liability, outstanding salaries 400. Then you have, after salaries, you have postage. Postage we write in expenses, to postage, which is 450 rupees. Again, no, there is no adjustment on postage. Then you have printing, to printing, which is 1650. It is having an adjustment. If you see, printing में adjustment है. Outstanding expenses, salaries, printing rupees 250. So printing में भी outstanding है 250. तो दोनों ऐड करो 1900 and you will get 1900. Then you have repairs of sports material. ये आपका expenses है. To repairs of sports material, which is 830. Then you have expenses on materials. This is also an expense. To expenses on material, which is 850. Then you have sundry expenses. To sundry expenses, which is 1470, which is an expense. Then you have buy balance carried on. Buy balance carried on, it is a closing balance of cash in hand. It is an asset. Closing balance of cash in hand, which is 6300. Then we go for the income side. On the income side, first you have to balance brought down 8600. To balance brought down 8600, it is the opening balance of cash in hand. Opening balance of cash in hand we are going to write in the opening balance sheet. In the opening balance sheet you write cash in hand, which is 8600, because it is the opening cash in hand 8600. Then we have a donation. Donation is an income. Donation is an income, so we write donation. The income side, by donation, the amount you write in the inner column. Now what is the adjustment? What is the adjustment? Half donation and full amount of entrance fees are to be capitalized. Half donation and full amount of entrance fees are to be capitalized. यानी डोनेशन का हाफ अमाउंट, डोनेशन का हाफ अमाउंट कैपिटलाइज्ड हुआ है. कैपिटलाइज्ड तो कितना आएगा हाफ उसका? 13,000. 13 का हाफ होगा 6,500, 6,800. 6,500 बनने का, तो 13,000 का 6,000, 6,500, 6,500 plus 6,900. Okay, so on subtracting you will be getting 6,900. Second effect, this will be added to capital fund. So we write capital fund. We don't have right now capital fund. We will find out, then we will write add in this donation. Add in this donation 6,900. And next element you have entrance fees. Entrance fees, it's an income. By entrance fees, the amount is 1,300. Adjustment half donations and full amount of entrance fees are to be capitalized. It means full amount of entrance fees are to be capitalized. Full amount of entrance fees. Entrance fees full amount is capitalized, which is 1300. Outer column nil amount. Second effect you will add to capital fund. Second effect you will add to capital fund, which is 1300. Then you have subscription. Then we have subscription, which is an income by subscription, which is an income. The amount is 15,600. Now the adjustment of subscription, we will see. Subscription received, whatever subscription received includes rupees 300 for 2003-2004. 2003-2004 is a previous year. It means last year में, in the previous year, the subscription amount of rupees 300 was pending. So which was received this year. So less outstanding of previous year 300, यानी लास्ट ईयर में ये आउटस्टैंडिंग था. लास्ट ईयर में अगर ये आउटस्टैंडिंग था, इसका मतलब ये लास्ट ईयर के एसेट्स में दिखाना चाहिए हमको, क्योंकि इनकम है विच वॉज आउटस्टैंडिंग इन द लास्ट ईयर. सो आउटस्टैंडिंग विच इज इन द लास्ट ईयर, सो वी राइट इन द ओपनिंग बैलेंस शीट ऑल्सो सब्सक्रिप्शन आउटस्टैंडिंग 300. सब्सक्रिप्शन आउटस्टैंडिंग 300, क्योंकि ये लास्ट ईयर आउटस्टैंडिंग था, इसका मतलब ये बैलेंस शीट में दिखाना चाहिए हमको. लेस आउटस्टैंडिंग ऑफ प्रीवियस ईयर 300, इट कम्स टू 15,300. उसके बाद है इसके अंदर 800 रुपया है, वो है 2005-2006. 800 रुपया है 2005-2006. 2005-2006 इज अ नेक्स्ट ईयर, तो ये हम इसको लेस करेंगे. लेस सब्सक्रिप्शन received in advance, which is 800, minus karo, you will be getting 14,400. So 500, 14,500. Okay. Second effect, ये इट इज अ लायबिलिटी बिकॉज ये नेक्स्ट ईयर का इनकम है, ये साल का इनकम नहीं है, तो वी हैव टू शो दिस इन द लायबिलिटी. सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस विच इज 800. सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस विच इज रुपीज 800. देन द नेक्स्ट कैलकुलेशन यू हैव subscription outstanding for the year 2004-2005. This is current year's outstanding. So we write in the add outstanding of current year, which is 2,500. On adding this, you will be getting 17,000. So the second effect of it, this is a subscription which is outstanding for the current year. So we write in the balance sheet asset side, outstanding for current year amount is 2,500. Then we have the next element, that is locker rent. Locker rent we will write in the income side by locker rent, which is 1550, by locker rent 1550. With this, our receipts and payment account, all the elements are posted, and now we have only one element remaining, that is the assets where land and building, playground, furniture we have wrote, sports material we wrote, investment we have written. So land and building is missing. So write land and building in the asset side, which is 3 lakh rupees. On this you have a depreciation of 2.5%. You can see here, depreciate land and building by 2.5%. So 2.5%. So we'll calculate. So on 3 lakh rupees, on 3 lakh rupees into 2.5%. So 3 5s are 15, 3 2 6 7. You will be getting 7,500. 7,500. So effect of depreciation less 7,500, which will be 2,92,500. 2,92,500. And the second effect of it will be showing in the expense side, 7,500. On adding this, 750 plus 150 is 1,500, 2,000, 2, 4 and 9, 9,000 rupees. And then one more is remaining, that is playground, which is of 25,000. Playground which is 25,000. This is the opening balance. So land and building and playground, this both will appear in the opening balance sheet also. Land and building, which is 3 lakh rupees. Playground, which is 25,000. Okay, so with this our postings and all adjustments over. Now we will do the totaling. So now totaling the credit side. Now on debit side, just see one mistake, 2750 plus 750 plus 7,500, it comes to 11,000, not 9,000. Okay, now you add up the credit side amount, 6,900 plus 17,000 plus 1,550, it comes to 25,450, and you total the debit side amount, you will be getting 22,100. So from this it is very clear that credit side amount is more than the debit side amount, so it is a surplus. So subtract 25,450 with 22,100, you will be getting 3350. You will be getting 3350. This is 2 excess of income over expenditure, which is called as surplus. So now surplus, you will add it to capital fund, add surplus, which is 3350. Now you want capital fund. So for capital fund, we have to close opening balance sheet. So on adding all assets, it comes to 3,73,900. There is no element in the liability side, so whatever is a total of assets will be capital fund. This become a capital fund. This is a difference. Capital fund is 3,73,900. This difference, capital fund, you write here 3,73,900. On adding this, you will be getting 5, 9 and 18, 21, 24, 2, 5, 5 plus is 11, 14, 17, 1, 3 plus 7 plus 1, 8, 3,80,000. The totaling is mistake, so we'll just calculate 373,900 plus 6,900 plus 1,300 plus 3,350, 0, 5, 18 plus 6, 24, 2, 5, 6, 11, 12 plus 3, 15, 8, 3,85,000. 3,85,450 plus 1,200, you will be getting 3,86,900. So the total comes to 3,86,900. Even on the asset side, you will be having same total, 3,86,900. Okay, so with this the sum gets over. If you have any doubt, any confusion, please text me on my personal number. Thank you for your cooperation.